So you started a business. You've created your mission, your vision. You've got a 5-year plan. You've connected to your audience. You've created awareness. People know you exist with your message. You've created interest and desire by answering the question why. You've also converted these customers into paying customers. Now, the big challenge is to keep them. And how do you keep them? The idea is to make these customers your cheerleaders. Those are the best marketing anybody could ever have. That's called word of mouth. These customers have spent money with you, have had a great experience with you. Now they're telling their friends about you. What better way to run a business? It's hard to get there, but once you're there, you need to stay there. You need to make sure that you keep current. Here's a few things, here's a few ideas to consider. So now you've acquired the customer, just remember it takes 5 times the amount to get a new customer than it does to hang on to your existing customers. So you want to hang on to these people. And you want these people to do their cheerleading for you. That's called word of mouth advertising. And of course, it saves you a lot of money because you're not out there trying to acquire new customers. These customers that love you are doing it for you. That's the ultimate goal. So, how do we do it? Of course, keep up on your social media. Always tell stories about, like when I was a carpet cleaner, I would do a lot of before and after. And I didn't do it in a customer's home unless I had their permission. But mostly, I would do it in an empty house. So you would see the same video, picture of before, and in the same spot after the job is done, I'd do after. That was a great advertising right there. Sometimes we always did value-added service, where if we did anything in the customer's house, we put booties on, we put a mat down, and we tabbed and blocked everything if we were cleaning under furniture. And we took pictures of that. And so if you're a plumber, you come in, you roll a mat out, you put your tools on that mat, you put booties on, and you walk through the house with the customer to find out and, of course, make sure you're on the same page. That is a positive moment of truth. That gives them a good experience. And, of course, you want to be able to document that on your social media. Also, invite feedback and reviews. If you get a negative review, you want to make sure to address that. There was one company here in town that got less than 4 stars, but they also said in their feedback that there was a problem. They came out and rectified it, hence the 4 stars instead of 5. And so so it was a good thing. It was a good mention. It didn't affect their rating at all, and the owner decided to keep it up there of that business because it shows that, yeah, we make mistakes, but we also stand behind it, and we will make sure that those are done right. So you want to make sure to invite those reviews and give positive feedback on those the reviews that may not have come out so well. You want to make sure to address that and address it positively, and make sure to contact the customer. Simply, if you got a 3-star review out of 5, I am so sorry you had that problem. We would love to fix this. Please contact the office as soon as possible, and you take care of it and encourage the customer to change that review. So keep those reviews high, keep them up there, and of course, don't invade their privacy. Be very careful. As I said before, I was a service business, and so I was very careful not to constantly call these people every month, see if they needed their carpets cleaned, or send them a newsletter, because it was just too much. So what we did, and we found it pretty effective, is when a customer would call and book an appointment, we would give a email. Thank you for booking an appointment with us. Here are some steps to prepare for our visit. And stuff like, move small furniture, things of high concern, breakables, get those out of the way. Please put your dog in out of the way so we're not constantly tripping over them. Got bit a few times. And just some directions on how to prepare for our visit. That worked very well. Customers loved that because they knew exactly what to do when we came to visit. And after we performed the service for them, we did a follow-up. Thank you very much for your faith in us. If you have any questions here, make sure to go to our website, and we look forward to seeing you in the future. We would not bother them until a year later. And so we would look at every month, we look at who did business with us that previous year, and we would simply send them an email as a friendly reminder, pre-made emails that we would just simply send out to those to, and that was great. They enjoyed that because they weren't bothered all year. They knew that they could call us, and how did they remember us? We left them a refrigerator magnet that they'd put on the refrigerator, that they get pictures of their grandkids, their family, recipes, or reminders. It worked out great for us to leave that refrigerator magnet. It was simply a square magnet, then we actually made it a clip. So people could actually take their chips and clip it with our magnet, or simply put it on the fridge for their magnet. So a little kind of swag like that, that is probably going to be very important for them to be reminded to call us. And so I can't tell you the amount of calls that I've received that, hi, I'm looking at your refrigerator magnet, and I just caused me to remember that I need to get my carpets cleaned. Those are great ideas, just something to consider. So keep your name in front of your customers without overwhelming them is going to be probably the big key. Be very careful. And so don't overwhelm them. Most of all, give them a pleasant experience, listen to the customer, always invite their feedback, and just like we've talked about today, you want to make sure that you've got a great experience prepared for your customers whenever they do business with you, whether you're a service business or a retail business. And retail, you're probably not going to keep track necessarily of when a customer comes into your store. So your social media, your news stories, new events, you want to be able to let your customers know through social media. So we've already talked about that. If you have any questions, by all means, I am here for you. But we'll look forward to seeing you on the next cohort.